What up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to the Penalty Box Radio, brought to you by Power 108.9. We're coming to you live from the Battery, the home of the Atlanta Braves. What's going on, gentlemen? Welcome back to the country. Welcome back to reality.
Good to be back.
My two guys over here was on a cruise. Yate the Great and Jesse Rollins are back. We're back. We haven't been here in about a month. Before Thanksgiving was our last show.
Yes.
We got a lot to talk about, man. Yes. Good morning to all our fans. Thank you for tuning in. If you are, if you're not, tune in. Tell your mother, your brother, your sister, I don't give a shit. Let's get this thing going, right?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute. So what's going on, guys?
It has been. Good to be back.
You guys missed a lot while you were out of town. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Big Dog was over here breaking his neck and popping balloons. You know what I'm saying?
Thought you wasn't going to talk about it.
He ain't getting no details, right?
That's funny.
How was the cruise?
It was good. It was a lot of relaxation, a lot of fun,
Cool.
a lot of laughter, a lot of enjoyment.
Nice.
What's it?
Can I ask you guys a question before we get into this? What's it like going on a cruise sober? I've never been.
Oh, it's
I've
straight.
been on several of them, dude. They're fun.
Yeah.
It's fun watching the people
That's
the
right.
next morning that are hungover and just being loud around them because they were all obnoxious the night before and having a blast. And then the next morning when you're in like a food line or something,
Yeah.
you're like, ha, and you're clapping or doing something. They're like, shouldn't have got fucking drunk, you idiot. Their heads, their heads pounding.
Yeah. I went on a lot of them. Like, yeah, I see it different. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't know if I'll ever do another one, but whatever. We'll see down the road. Probably with the kids. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What about who hit the casino and the crew, man? Don't lie to me.
Rachel and I went to the casino
Okay.
3 times. It was fun. Lost some money, won some money, lost some money, won some
What were you
money.
playing?
Just slots.
Gotcha.
Just slots.
Can't stand slots.
We like roulette too, but we couldn't ever get on the roulette table
Yeah,
because
it's
it was
packed.
fucking packed. And they're always.
Did they have a
packed.
poker table there?
Yeah, they had
Did
like
they have
blackjack.
an actual poker table?
No, they didn't have like a 2-card or 3-card poker or anything
No,
like that.
I mean actually like Texas Hold'em.
Oh no! If they
Wow.
would have, I would have gotten into some kind of a tournament. But they
Back in the day they had one table and it was cash. The last one
like
that I
for
went
the
on my
cash-
20,
cash
it was
game
just a
going?
cash game. Yeah.
There was
That's
a dude there. So when we left and got off the ship and was on the transport bus back to Tampa Airport, there was a dude riding with us that was he was telling us that he was actually in the World Series of Poker.
Oh wow.
And made it to day 4 to the money.
Nice.
That's-
the money.
That's the
I
money
think after
table.
day 4 is the
It's-
money.
Yeah.
It was like a family that lived throughout the country. Some of them were from Wisconsin.
Yeah.
There were other of them from Phoenix, but they were
Wow.
all a family, and they all met and went on the cruise together. And on the way back, we were just the dude. I was talking something about the Titans, and the dude started chiming in about about sports. He's a Bills fan or something, and he was talking about how on his last cruise he accidentally put $100 bill in a slot and hit it one time on accident. Hit it for $80,000.
That's crazy.
No way.
Swear.
Yeah, man. It
Like
build up. Yeah.
like the
Hit it on
like
accident.
a max bet or
Yeah,
something
max bet,
on
man.
accident.
if you're playing him, you got a max
80,000.
bet so you
Yeah.
can hit the jackpot.
Yeah, that's
I was
crazy.
like, what? Can
That's
you
love.
imagine that? Like, oh shit!
Shit!
Fill out that
Because you were like, damn, $80 spin. What the fuck?
Yeah.
fill out that paperwork. You have half right now in taxes.
Right.
I only want half back, please.
I was like, dang.
Yeah, that's wild.
See, people like me, we don't get that. Like, we lose 80,000.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
I was the guy that went on the cruise to pay for itself at the blackjack table. And then by day 2, I done lost everything and the
Every bit of
vacation
it.
money.
Right.
Sick to my stomach.
There was another dude in there.
The whole attic thing, right?
So me being a
I done blew
gambler,
my rent money on the casino.
right? So
Bad, dude.
me being a gambling addict, like you know, the casino for Carnival anyway is on the 9th.
Okay.
On the 9th
Yeah.
deck, right? So to come up,
Ooh,
we
go
all
to the
were
top deck.
staying.
Ding, ding, ding,
well, we
ding,
were
ding,
sta-
ding.
we
On the
all
sixth
were
floor.
on the 6th floor.
Yeah.
So to get to the rooftop to like go smoke or something, you got to come up to the casino level and then go up onto the
You could have
rooftop.
smoked in the casino too.
Oh, you could have. So
You can't be in the
literally,
casino.
well, so here's where it's cool for me is me being a gambling addict
Yeah.
is every like chance I got, I would like go out of my way to just
Go
like
look at it.
walk through
just
the
to
casino just to
listen.
see how everybody's doing. You know, I kept telling Lindsay, I got to check and make sure the floors are clean.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, I got to make sure the dealers are dealing
Just
fairly.
see where your
Yeah,
mind's
you
at.
know.
Just see where your mind's at.
And the
Like,
one time, dude,
can I handle this?
there was a dude in there killing them on roulette. Was
Yeah.
killing
I'm telling you, dude,
them.
like I said, the roulette table, roulette, they say is your best odds in the casino.
Yeah,
are
black
at
or
the-
red, man.
yeah,
What are you gonna
are-
do?
are at the-
50-50
at-
shot
yeah,
to win money.
At the casino is on the but you can never get on a cruise because it's so small. They
Small,
don't have like
yeah.
a bunch of tables.
Absolutely.
It's hard, but it's fun. Roulette is a fun game to play.
Yeah.
Never got into it. You know, I was
Craps
always a card
is another
guy.
one. They're always full.
Yeah,
too.
I was always a card guy. You lose your money fast. Nah,
Yeah.
man.
I stayed cutting through there.
Yeah.
Though. I'd go out of my way just to walk through. Just let me look. Just let me look. You know.
Because
Yeah.
then make sure the floors are
Ding,
clean.
ding, 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 ding,
But
ding,
hey,
ding,
another
ding,
cruise,
ding,
I
ding,
made
ding.
it. You know, without
And
spending
we
a
played
dollar,
like
so.
they had this the quarter pusher thing
Yeah.
too. We played that a lot because that's fun. And then we played like the claw machine where you can
Yeah.
win stacks of hundreds or $500 or $1,000.
The thing about that,
This is just
if you're
fun.
in that and like you got issues like me and you, 'cause obviously you could go and you're good.
Yeah, we were-
like you
we had
spend nine. I don't want to say 90, unless you're off the boat. Most of your time is spent in that casino. Why did you go on a cruise? Right, like that was for me. Right, and there was people if you did gamble on cruises and stuff like that. Because I remember with my ex, there was a cruise that she was going to go on, and she went without me because there wasn't a casino on. I think it was a Disney cruise. That's how selfish it was. I'm not going. There ain't a casino on this boat. What the hell am I going to do while I'm there? Right? Like, what the fuck is wrong?
No,
The whole addict thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you hang out in there on your cruise, you'll see the same people. In
That's-
Oh, it was.
all
No, it's and that's
times.
now that's
Why did you go on
funny.
a
Listen,
cruise?
listen. So that's what was crazy about
Yeah.
that. So we would go at the same time every night. We'd go to
Yeah,
the comedy
and they're
club,
all there.
and we'd come in and we'd have a set amount or whatever. And
Yeah.
if we won, then we'd play more. But if
not,
we got
you
to
lost,
that,
you're gone.
we were done. But this lady that we saw her there every night. You can look on there. So with cruises, they reset your points every time.
Yeah.
At the casino. She spent $19,000, and it was like the third. Listen, $19,000 she had in points. Every point is $1 you've spent. $19,000 she had fed into those machines, and she was the same lady on the cruise that her water busted in her room. It ruined all of her stuff. They had to change her to another room. She didn't have hot water the whole time. She was posting on this Facebook feed about
the cruise.
man, this is BS, blah, blah, blah. I've spent, and I looked over at her. Rachel was the one that mentioned, she's like, Jesse, all that crazy stuff has happened to her, and she spent $19,000. I said, what? How do you know? And then that's when Rachel explained to me, like, the points are the dollar
That's
amount.
wild, dude.
And I looked over, and she was next to us. I was like, dude, she's just pumping $100 bills in this thing. And it was like 19,170 something. I was like, I'm like, lady,
Hey,
you need to fucking
retirement
go
money, man.
somewhere.
Right? Retirement
Like,
money.
dude, $19,000 on a cruise casino?
What
Right.
they do, man.
That's nuts to me.
Mm-hmm.
I was sick to my stomach because she wasn't hitting nothing. She wasn't winning nothing.
Yeah, man. So yeah, we didn't get to watch. We were keeping up with it
On your phones?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
they would
so-
have random games
Yeah,
playing
yeah.
throughout the boat.
Got you.
But like they would have them playing in bars where people were just obnoxious and
Yeah.
stuff. So we were just keeping up with it on our
On our phones.
But there was, of course, several Georgia fans, several Bama fans, and there was 3 Michigan fans on the boat.
Oh, dude!
I
and
found them all
and they wore their shirts they wore a Michigan shirt every
every
day.
single day.
I was like, dude, get over
What
it.
do you mean? They do that down here with their Georgia shirts.
No, dude, I'm telling you, this
I
one
know
Same
somebody
shirt.
This
right
dude-
now that wears Georgia shit every day.
But it was the same
No,
shirt.
this dude wore the same shirt.
Maybe it's his good luck
every-
shirt.
No, dude, you don't wear that damn shirt every day.
You're on a cruise, man. What if
I
you watched
would.
it every night?
I would go at first. I was like, I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. I would talk myself out of it,
Yeah.
and then I would find. So like how I was telling you, I would like snake through the casino.
Yeah.
I kept finding myself like getting near them, and I would just be
Trying to
saying,
give him bad energy.
I would just be saying, OH, right by them, OH, you know, and they're looking at me like, shut the fuck up, dude. Like,
Bro, I'm trying to lose my money here, bro. I don't want to hear you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you guys could keep up with it on your phone because it
Yeah.
was wild while you were gone.
Yeah, dude,
Oh,
we were at,
yeah.
dude, it was elegant dinner night. We're all dressed up and nice and having fun. I'm like, bro, third and 7. Alabama's moving the ball.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we was keeping up. We was keeping up with that game,
Yeah,
play by play.
Particularly,
It was
it
wild,
was
man.
like play by play. Yeah.
Well, let's get into it. You guys ready?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's do it. All right, let's start it off. Are you or someone you know in trouble with the law, or do you need your criminal record sealed? Do you want to get off probation early? Do you have a personal injury case or a speeding ticket, or do you need a will? If so, reach out to Tracy Tripp Hoffman at TT Attorney. You can reach her at 770-240-1014 or at Tracy at tt-attorney.com. Hit her up, man. She's out there doing her thing, helping all kinds of people get money, get out of jail, get out on bail, get you off and on probation.
She's crushing.
You know what I mean? She's out there killing the game. I love you, wife. Shout out to my son, his first birthday. I love you, Grayson. That boy's hell, man. I love him, though. Dude, did you see the video that I sent you the other day, man, before we get into this?
No.
What, is my videos not coming to you? Did you get it? There's something wrong with my phone.
Mine
Dude,
too.
took like 7 steps, man.
Yeah, so no.
And none of yous responded. I'm like,
Did
that's
you
what I was
really
gonna ask you
fucking
today.
send
I
me
swear
a-
to God.
Because you
Yeah.
never send me shit, dude. Are you fucking
I'm
serious?
telling you because he didn't respond. That's why I'm asking you guys.
No.
I
So
swear
my
to you,
fi-
I didn't fucking get. Only thing
It's
I get
okay,
from you
'cause
is
Tracy was
only thing I
sending-
get from you is lick my sack. That's it. That's it. That's all I get.
Yeah,
I'm
my
like, hey,
phone-
can I get your address? I want to send you a
I
Christmas
said
card.
no.
Yeah, you
lick
can,
my sack.
you can ask him. Me and him, I had been texting him back and forth
Yeah, he's
like,
like, bro, you
bro,
get my
like,
shit. I'm like,
and I
dude.
finally was able. So I turned my phone off for like 10 minutes, turned it back on,
I was
sent him a
wondering why you
text,
didn't respond.
and
Dude,
it shot
I
like
would
asked
definitely-
him,
that's a
dude.
milestone.
I had a
definitely-
screenshot this long of lines that said message unable to be delivered or expired. And like when I got back from the cruise, dude, I had miles of text.
Well,
like
Tracy
that.
had sent me something while I was at work and never got it. I don't know, maybe an issue with my phone. She's like, can you get the picture I sent you today? When I got home, I was like, no, show me your phone. She showed me her phone. I was like, look at mine. I swear to God, I never got it because this is what we said. Yeah, so my bad,
I'm
guys.
still
Yeah, he
not
was like,
getting them.
last night he took 10.
Yes,
He's
no,
on it.
That.
didn't get it
Like,
at
on
all.
the is he like is he starting on the coffee table and then cruising from there?
Yeah, or
Like
hold at
doing
the
the-
refrigerator,
holding
hold
on
let
to
go.
something.
And then it was just,
Yeah. Yes.
like, it's coming,
That's
dog.
so awesome. That's
Next thing
so
you know, you're gonna be
awesome.
running
He's
around.
gonna be into everything,
Yeah,
bro.
dude.
Yeah, no, we didn't see it.
Oh, my bad.
see
We'll
it,
show it to you after the show.
Yeah.
'Cause I ain't doing it
Yeah,
right now.
No, I want to see it. Yeah, I definitely want to see it.
Yeah, so go ahead. Give your thing,
That's
man.
good stuff. Just my wife, kids, baby G. Happy birthday. Very, very sorry.
You
that
guys are
I
good,
missed
man.
it.
He won't ever remember
we
it.
Stop. I did call your dad and ask him if I could come bring your present over. He said, lick my sack. He said, screw you. And it's all good. But yeah, we'll definitely be by to bring you your gifts.
Oh,
and,
yeah, I forgot you.
and all that. Love you, brother. What?
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I did, asshole. And he's
No, I
like,
told you I had finals
I know,
all week
and that's why I
long.
was like, I don't want to mess up the whole routine
Yeah,
of
you're
all
good.
that and everything. But yeah, that's it.
I can't read what they're saying already, but Brad Henson's.
Oh yeah, he said, I hope Bama gets blown
Oh,
out.
we'll get to
first
that.
round.
We'll get to that. Go ahead, Jay. What you got?
I got me and McFadden.
Yeah.
There it is. That's the 3-second delay. That's a 3-second delay. I got one more too. Last night, I don't know if you guys know, but tornadoes tore through back
Yes,
home.
I saw that.
yes.
Nashville.
Tore through
There's a
back
couple
home.
cities too, Nashville, Hendersonville.
sucks.
There's a couple.
Right.
But they had a couple counties
used
in
to
Georgia
live
on
in
the TV
Hendersonville.
running across that were in tornado watch.
Messed
Gordon.
up.
Right.
Up there
Killed
north.
killed some people up there.
Ah, dude.
Injured dozens of
I
others.
saw it on TikTok.
Yeah, everybody back home. Our hearts are with you down here. Hopefully, you guys make it out safe with not that much damage. You know what I mean?
Yes,
That's
sir. I'm sorry to hear
horrible,
that.
horrible
I saw
situation up there.
when I was going through TikTok, I saw one of the skits came up and someone was recording it from far away of that tornado going.
Yeah, they
through.
got
Yeah, and
hit.
it wasn't just Nashville. There was a bunch of cities
Yeah.
in between too. They got raped.
bad.
Which is crazy because it's uncommon in December. This is an April.
Right.
thing.
Well, it's just like today.
The
It's hot.
temperature, the
Yeah,
hot,
it's
the
hot.
cold.
That's right. Today, like it started out 61 degrees
It
this
dropped.
morning,
Yeah.
and by this time tonight, it's gonna be like 40, 38.
Yeah, that's,
which is
that's
not
that
good.
is that is a huge drop.
Right.
Yeah.
Huge drop.
So, yeah,
Well, thank you.
absolutely.
We send our prayers out to all the families that were affected by that.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Seriously,
Absolutely.
your family's good, so
Yeah.
that's what we like. But
Yeah.
anything else? Are we good?
Let's go.
That kind of threw me off a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's go.
We don't like that stuff, you know.
No, absolutely.
Let's
not.
go.
He
It's
said, "Let's go."
It's heartbreaking.
Let's go. Huh?
But if we're talking about it, I mean, we can.
Let's jump right into
If you
it.
look here to the Doppler radar,
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
the latest model shows.
Here,
Yeah.
latest-
Show us the
And
latest model.
We've got a
whether
wind coming
other.
through.
Then
the
we're
front.
here like this. But listen, this segment, I'm jumping right into it, dude. I'm
Yes,
stirring
here
the
he
pot.
goes.
We need to
Yes.
talk about it. You
Love
guys were on a ship. after this came out. I done posted right away. I am hot right now.
Dude, remember
I'm
I told
still
you
hot.
that? I
He said, we don't have a show
I
today,
said,
do
we don't
we?
have a show because it was
No.
Saturday.
No.
I said, we
I
don't
said
have a
next
show tomorrow.
Sunday. I said
I
next
know,
Sunday.
but usually you tag
Yeah,
a
no.
couple days
I
before. I'm
was
like,
mad.
I looked at Yate. I said, dude, is he doing a show without
I'm
us
on a
over
boat.
this? He said, I was like, oh my.
Can you
and then I
imagine-
opened it and I said, dude, he's pissed.
Dude, can you imagine if y'all got home and went to your feet and be like, this motherfucker got
Did
Mike
a
to come in
show
and do
by
by
himself.
and
Dude,
just
a
sat here for
wrinkle.
an hour?
Solo.
The Dennis hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like nobody's here to
I
stop
would
me.
expect nothing less, though.
Nah.
Right.
I got you guys here to, just,
Oh, yeah.
help me out because
Yeah.
nobody would have been here to shut me
Oh,
down.
I've been
Mike would have been in
waiting.
there like,
I've been waiting.
oh my
for
God.
This.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for this.
nah,
one.
but for real, let's get into this, man. NCAA football, the college football playoffs are set. The 4 teams that got in are number 1 seed Michigan, number 2 seed Washington, number 3 seed Texas, and number 4 seed Alabama. Undefeated and number 5 and ACC champs Florida State was left out of the playoffs this year. Number 6 Georgia was left out when they lost to Alabama and dropped from number 1 to number 6. I'm going to stop it right there. I'm going to let you guys get in. I'm going to wait till y'all are done, and then I'm going to go in, if you don't mind. Or do you want me to go first?
I don't care.
You want me to go
You-
first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let it out.
Listen up! No, seriously.
Steam.
Yeah. Get it ready, Mike. This is the Dennis segment.
Steam.
All right.
Make steam come out of his ears, Mike.
So you guys are on a boat, which is great. You were following it on your phones, and I don't know if you got to watch any
No.
TV after that. So what made me mad is the simple fact is all the sports analysts on TV, what they had to say. And some of these things that they had to say is great. I don't mind the top 3 that doesn't they won, they're in. Texas, okay, I understand why they're in. You know what I'm saying? Alabama, I don't give a fuck what anybody says about the SEC. One of them was like, we cannot have a playoff system without the SEC in it. So now you're biased, okay?
Yep.
That's bullcrap.
Because, and here I'm going to lead into it, and because they have won, and granted to them, whatever, I got a list on my phone. They have won the last 10 out of
You
12.
don't let him in by GP.
Yeah, but 10 out of the 12 national championships. I get it, right? So what you're telling me is that you put, for me, it gets simple because somebody on social media was asking me, David Hill was asking me, who's your top 4 in? I said it's simple. Michigan, Washington, Texas, Florida State. Well, why does Florida State get over Alabama? Because Texas got in. Texas should be in because they won their championship. Texas is in over Alabama because they beat the SEC and they beat Alabama, who was the SEC champs. It's simple football playing on the field if I'm in that room. So then they come to say, we're leaving Florida State out because of their schedule in the ACC. Hold on a fucking second. And I know your mom's listening, but I'm sorry this is the way I got to talk. We're leaving the ACC out like we have for years with the Pac-12. I get it. There is no more Pac-12 after this. They started going into why they need to leave the ACC out and how weak the ACC out. Dude, and these are sports analysts getting paid 6 digits, maybe sometimes 7, to talk on TV and dress nice. Dudes, if you're listening to me, I know you're not, and even our fans out there are listening to me. Motherfucker, who won the last 2 national championships when the football playoffs were created? More than the SEC, or more than any other conference except the SEC. The motherfucking ACC. Clemson twice, beat Alabama twice. What conference and what team won the last national championship when it was the BCS before it went to the CFs? Florida State. Who did they beat?
Yeah.
They beat Auburn,
yes.
an SEC team. How are you going to sit here and tell me that the ACC does not deserve to get into the football fucking playoffs with an undefeated team that was ranked number 4
Backup
all year?
quarterback.
Right.
Oh, well, they had a backup quarterback, and Ohio State won a national championship, the
With a
first
third
one ever
string.
with the
More of a-
third string
That's
quarterback.
more of a reason why you should let him in because they had a backup.
But
And he
what
still pulled it
Bama
off.
did it with
Alabama did it with
with
Tua
Tua.
and Hurts.
To
And
me, if you could do it with a backup, then you really deserve to be there.
like, if you're crunching the numbers in conferences, ACC has won more college football playoff championships than the Big Ten, than the Big 12. I mean, come on, let's just be honest here. Ohio State's the only one to do it.
Right.
No one has done it yet since.
Right.
But yeah, the SEC dominates. We can't have it. Why can't we? Right? I was pissed, and it ain't even about the money. Forget the money. That would have been a cool playoff system, right? Just random teams. One of them that we haven't saw before, or 3 of them. Washington has made it once before. Remember? First time Texas has done it. You know what I mean? This would have been the first time Florida State got in. I mean, ACC's been there. And Michigan, they've been there last couple of years, but whatever, they flop in the playoffs. We'll see this year. I'm hoping not. But that's my gripe. I don't understand it. I'm like, dude, what are they thinking in that room? You know what I mean? And everybody's like, ow, they would get blown out. Who cares if they get blown out?
Right.
Well, we don't want to blow out like last year in the championship game. Didn't Clemson blow Alabama out a couple years ago in the championship game?
Cares
Remember
if it's a
Trevor
blowout?
Lawrence? Didn't they get blown out? Yeah. What are we really talking about here?
Money.
Washington's another
me,
TC.
it's
Washington's another
money.
TCU.
What
No,
it's
they're
gonna
not.
generate.
Washington
Everyone
is not another
I
TCU.
agree.
To me, the way they format this is Alabama's going to beat Michigan. Texas is going to beat Washington. A rematch is going to happen between Alabama and Texas. And Saban's going to go out a winner. He's going to retire after this. He can't make it in this new college system. And he's
honestly, I think I think Michigan blows them out. That's my honest opinion. I'm sorry, Yate. I'm rooting for them. I'm going for it. Stomp
whatever.
them out.
Oh, no, but we all agree
Stomp
with you.
them
Though
out.
what they did to Florida State is wrong.
What they did, listen to me. I could have sat home and I would have been okay with myself if they would have let Georgia in over Alabama. Put Georgia in over Alabama. Why? They done won 29 straight games. They're the back-to-back national champs. And yes, Georgia fans, I'm saying this. You lost to Alabama. Do you know how many times Alabama has gotten beat throughout the year and didn't make the SEC championship game? It still made the postseason and won it. But Georgia goes from number 1 to number 6 by losing to Alabama in a championship game by a couple points. What is going on?
Something, right?
It's money.
I'm telling you, it's money. The way that they have, I feel like it's the way that it's laid out is. But if you even have Georgia in there, they make the same amount of money. Florida State's not going to generate the kind of money.
Dude, Florida State
generates money.
I know that, but they're not going to generate
back.
that crazy kind of money that.
Listen, it's done went to the Senate. I know that. The Senate, the senator from Florida.
Yeah, the governor of Florida. DeSantis is coming. He's trying to sue.
Well, not only that, but they have went on record they're gonna get all communications all together from everybody in that college football playoff committee. Any communications
what was going on.
Texts,
anything.
any emails. They're
and
trying to
weeks
get
up to it.
all of that.
Not that day. Weeks up to that,
so that they can prove like collusion between them. Because look, Greg Sankey, the commissioner of the SEC, before that game was even played, was hobnobbing basically like what you were saying with the analysts. A playoff system without an SEC team is like Disneyland. Like it doesn't exist.
That's bull crap.
Right? Well, not only that, but starting next year, ESPN and the SEC now have a 10-year deal worth like $3 billion.
Yeah, because they're leaving CBS and the Big Ten's in the CBS now.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, dude, it's all about that. They got did wrong. They got did wrong. In my opinion, Alabama should have been left out, 100%. Florida State, and I ain't even gonna talk about who I think's gonna win it because none of that even matters anymore because it's such an injustice to that team for showing up every single game, lacing them up, putting the helmets on, putting the pads on.
And then coming in with a backup and doing it.
And I forgot another segment. We're talking about the SEC versus the ACC. Fucking Florida State beat 2 SEC teams this year.
Yes,
LSU, Heisman Trophy winner, quarterback as of last night, and Florida stomped them out. Right. They didn't just beat them, they blew them out. And they beat Florida with a backup quarterback. They are all over the SEC right now. I don't care if you let them in and they'll get blown out in the playoffs. I don't care. That's why we play the game.
They're not going to. And that's the thing is and it's going to show. Now,
because their defense is nasty.
If Georgia and Florida State don't boycott this game and they actually play this bowl game and Florida State beats Georgia, then y'all did it wrong. You got it wrong.
They should look. Falk just said it on there. Yeah. This Florida State boycott. They absolutely should. They should not show up. Period to that game.
But some of those kids will want it. That's where it gets because they're up and coming. Maybe they have to play to display their names, NIL deals. I mean, at the end of the day, these bowl games are going away if you're not in the top 4, except in New Year's Day 6 and New Year's Day 6. 2 of the postseason games are on New Year's Day this year because of the way it landed. It's not on a weekend or New Year's Eve anymore. They got it on New Year's Day. Yeah. I don't know why they keep switching that, but whatever.
But I tell them kiss my ass.
I would too.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, if they do end up playing that and they don't boycott it, if Florida State goes in there and trounces Georgia or beats Georgia,
Which is a
then they
possibility,
got it
'cause-
wrong. But if Georgia,
Because
ends up
Georgia
beating-
has nothing to
Yeah,
play for.
I
though.
know they don't.
They don't.
They don't.
Like, I'm like, seriously, I had some time to think about this, man, because you guys were on a boat and there was a week before we got into this, man.
Right.
And I seriously sat with myself and I even told my wife, I'm like, yo, I can't believe they just took Florida State out of this. I'm
That's wrong.
telling you, if they would have left Alabama and Florida State out and put Georgia in there, I would have been okay with that. I'm like, you got to beat the champs to become the champs in my
Yeah.
eyes. They only lost one game. They won 29 straight games. I get their competition wasn't there when they met Alabama. They got beat, right? Okay. I've seen this happen before where people got beat during the season or didn't even make their championship game. Ohio State's done it.
Yeah.
Alabama's done it. And some of these teams went on to win it all, right? You should have put the defending champs back in. Even over those two teams, I would have been okay with that. We still would have had to gripe for Florida State over Georgia and SEC team, but I could have lived with that.
I still say
Because
if you're
Texas
going to go
beat
that route,
Alabama.
yeah, if you're going to go that route, then you take Texas out, put Florida State in third, and Georgia in fourth.
Texas earned it, man. I don't know. Texas don't. I don't know.
Well, did Texas earn it with an Alabama win or an Alabama loss?
I think it was
because
the Alabama win.
Alabama loses, then does Texas still earn it?
I don't
You get what I'm
know.
saying? Like,
Yeah, I think
yeah.
after what Texas did in the Big 12 championship game, they were in, dude.
Yeah.
No one was going to keep them out because they came romping in with
Yeah.
that, beating Alabama. They lost to Oklahoma,
Yeah.
which is understandable. It's a rival game, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And they
That's
destroyed everybody
that's an
else.
any given Saturday game.
Yeah,
right
and they
there.
came in and destroyed people in that championship game, and they were ready. I think they were in no matter what.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I know you guys ain't in the conversation because you were idle that week. It
I
was
know,
just like,
that
you're
sucks."
done.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Whatever.
Yeah,
Whatever
yeah.
with
I mean, you had to
us.
win that game to get in. Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, we got. I mean, dude, Florida. That's just such an
It is.
injustice,
It,
man.
it really is.
But yeah, their
It-
Florida State
it-
resume,
and-
just
and
because they
there's-
were 55 and Alabama was like, whatever, I don't care.
There's so many people in an uproar over this that could care less about Florida State. It's just the principle,
Yeah,
the right and wrong.
and
You
I
get-
understand
And
next
I
year,
understand where
yeah.
Alabama's coming from too. Like don't get me wrong. I can see Alabama's fight. Like, dude, we just beat the #1 team in the nation.
I get it.
Our
Yes,
strength, their strength of schedule is the
Hat-
third hardest strength of schedule this season.
Hats
so
off to them.
they're I'm just saying
Hats
they're
off to
going with
them.
that
Yeah.
their third in strength of schedule on top of beating the #1 team in the nation. So that's where they're like, well, we should. No, you shouldn't.
I'll give Alabama their
Not
dues.
over a non-loss conference championship team.
Right.
I'll give them their dues. They beat the #1 team in the country at the time, 29 straight. They took them down. They took them out. I get it. They came back from the loss from Texas. They got better throughout the year.
But then
Dude,
Texas have a
but they-
gripe. You put Alabama
They
in. and
almost
don't put
lost.
them in.
Listen to me. They almost lost to Auburn. They should have lost to Auburn.
Who, Georgia?
That was
No.
Alabama.
Oh, yeah, Bama.
That
Yeah,
was a close-
They
Georgia should have
almost
lost to Auburn,
to
too.
South Florida,
Yeah,
another Florida team.
right.
Halftime, wasn't the game 3-3?
Yeah.
Were they not looking at this? They only won that game, what, 17 to whatever, 10 or 6 or something like that. We're talking about South Florida here.
Right.
Did anybody look at that?
No,
Texas blows them out in their house.
they're
Did
looking
anybody
at
look at that?
revenue.
I get it.
That's it.
Florida State, I think, brings Florida, man. I don't know, whatever.
Is this a rematch between Michigan and Alabama? Have they played each other? Have they
No,
met each
not in the
other before?
postseason. Wait, in the postseason? I don't think so. No.
No.
Whatever, it's set. This is why next year you got 12 teams. This gripe we're going.
It's gonna be
Because
great.
between me and you,
It's
I
gonna
give
be
a shit about
great.
13 and 14.
The cupcake
I don't
games
care.
go away.
I don't care about 13, 14. Do
the
you?
good, nice.
No.
I don't care about 13, 14. I
No.
don't care.
No.
You're putting 12 in there, 13, 14. Don't care if you don't make it.
Right.
Because eventually we're going to get our top 4 in the last.
Oh, they're
top
gonna
4
weed
games.
it out. They're gonna, yeah.
And I like it because here comes the injuries. I don't care about your revenue anymore. If the SEC goes on or this run of 10 out of the next 12 years in this playoff system, good for them.
can.
I will give them their credit when their credit's due. You know what I mean? I'll give them their credit when their credit's due because injuries are going to come into play. You're playing more games. You can't
Absolutely.
sit
Oh,
out.
I was telling
It's
Trey Wilbur
over.
last night. I said that the reign of this. I said it's going to be someone different every year. There's not going to be a reign supreme. It's going to be a out of the left field team
That gets
and people are
hot.
like, whoa,
This is
That
what- this
gets,
is what
that
I-
gets hot.
This is what I get so mad about. Like 3 of the top 5 toughest schedules in the country this year came out of the SEC. For what?
South Carolina.
For what? I don't understand that. Well, this is what they were ranked. They're overrated, dude. They're overrated.
'Cause they inflate the rankings.
And it pisses me off so much
Yes.
because the SEC fans are just jerking each other off nonstop. You know, yeah, you were the top, you know, 20 years straight. Blah, blah, blah. You suck this year. You suck this year. You're completely overrated. Jackson Dart out of Ole Miss. Trash. Completely overrated. No defense, dude. LSU. Trash. Jaden Daniels padding his stats against a team like fucking Georgia State and Army while every
They
other
won the
goddamn
Heisman
team
over Harrison
while every
Chandler.
other goddamn team in the country's playing yet another conference game. He wins the Heisman. You suck.
Yeah.
The CFP sucks.
Yes.
NCAA football fucking sucks. Georgia fans, you suck. Bama fans, you suck. The entire Southeastern Conference sucked this year.
Tell him, Mike. I think that's our
Sucks.
cue to go to
Yeah.
break, man.
It's
Listen,
time
we're so fired
we're
up
gonna get
right
the
now.
oxygen for the
Yeah.
boys right now, getting a little heated, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about this Heisman Trophy winner that my man just mentioned. See ya.
My bad. Shut me down.
Bro, no, that was a
Welcome back to the box. Everything up in this is very hot in the box. Look,
The
it's
Pac-12 was a way stronger conference than y'all this year.
Okay. That Washington-Oregon game, Washington came in and blew them out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stomped them out, beat them twice. Do you know how they were, was it a 10-point underdog?
so no
Going into that game, and they were
Yeah.
undefeated. Washington was. They came in there and made a statement. A statement.
Yeah, Mike's right. Yeah, of course. They're like you just
What did
said.
Mike say?
People,
What did Mike say?
Mike
'Cause
Lester
I'm
said they're
only
going to be
getting
bitching next year. 13 and 14 are going to be bitching that they didn't get in. That's the way they always.
That's
But
how
it's
it'll be.
okay,
Someone's
though.
always gonna be crying.
13 and 14 is cool to be out. I don't care about 13 or 14.
OSU sucked this year. Calm down.
That's fine. Oh, you know what? They were number what? Did they come in at 7? They're playing who? Old Miss in the Peach Bowl, Ohio State. Who
Oh,
are they
we're playing Missouri in the Cotton Bowl.
Sorry, the Cotton Bowl.
Cotton Bowl.
Yeah.
Cotton Bowl's a good bowl.
Next
Yeah,
year,
whatever.
Next year is going to be great. 12 teams. Let's go.
Yeah.
Like you said.
Oh, all
we'll
the
figure-
listen. The CFP garbage can is over after this. This is the last year we have to see the trash can.
Right.
Top 12
It's-
make it.
It's look.
I mean, there's going to
like
be
I
some
said,
ifs or not because of the
cup-
rankings.
Look, the cupcake bull crap is going to go away, and it doesn't matter about the rank. I don't care if you win
It
your
won't
shit.
though
then
because the SEC's still only playing 8 conference games. That means they're going to still
no,
have
they're still
cupcakes
gonna,
lined
they're
up.
going to get their 2 cupcake games.
Oh yeah, they are.
Like,
Next
they're
year,
still- yeah.
Georgia's playing
Yeah.
UMass
Yeah,
in November.
Of course they are. Of
Every
course they
time
are.
in November.
Every time.
Of course they
That's
Instead
are.
of
what I'm
playing in
saying. That's what's
conference.
so frustrating, man. It's so frustrating because
how
you
they-
got if you go and look at Washington's schedule from this year, they literally played 9 straight conference games
Yeah.
after their first BS game.
Yeah.
You know, they're playing
Utah,
You know, and granted, you were talking
USCs
okay,
and all that.
Arizona. You know, oh, they're not all that. Well, they're number 15.
Yeah.
They're number
Exactly.
15. You know, they're ahead of the Goliaths
West Texas,
like Florida.
West Texas Technical.
Or no, Florida.
Nursing College.
Who else? LSU? Was LSU
mean-
ranked higher than them?
Oh yeah, LSU was.
Well,
yeah.
were they? Okay.
Yeah, LSU's like 13th or something right now. For what?
Yeah.
For what exactly?
For what? Because you scheduled Alabama.
Yeah, you can look at that right now.
Because you
and look.
scheduled Florida State. Okay, well, let's go back to that. If that was such a big game to get you where you're at, why ain't Florida State in?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's so, God, it gets me so heated.
Well, I think what they
man.
were saying is going to happen eventually because of all the shifting and stuff, and I can't wait till it happens. Eventually, what they're saying is, even though there's 4 right now, huge conferences, I think those 4 are going to form into 2, and it's going to be like the NFL. So whatever. You have a Big Ten, or you have the big conference, and you have the SEC conference, and then what they'll do after that is within those conferences. And they
like
said this,
AFC,
it made
NFC,
so
that
much
makes
sense.
sense.
Even though the Pac-12 is gone, it's not. Because eventually what's going to happen is they're going to split them back
right
out into
in.
divisions, and you're going to have the Pac-12 right back out there. But the way the system will be with like the NFL, there's no more rankings. We're going to play, and the Big's going to make it, and whatever you want to call it, the SEC is
Right.
going to make the Super Bowl. And then you're going to battle every year, so there's going to be no more this conference is greatest. It's going to be like the NFL. Well, the NFC is better than the AFC. Who cares?
What was that, Mike? What was that last comment that just was up there? Talking about the Big Ten?
Come on, bro. Big Ten was trash this year. 2, no offense.
Who said that?
Brad Henson.
Brad Henson.
Just like an SEC
my
fan.
God, dude.
Just like an SEC fan. We ain't talking about the Big Ten conference. It
We're not
was
talking about the Big
weak.
Ten.
It was weak.
Yeah.
Michigan played Penn State, and they played Ohio State. Ohio State played Michigan, Penn State, Notre Dame. Penn State got whooped by everybody. It's weak. In my opinion, the Pac-12 had the best
Highest flying
conference,
conference.
this year. Absolutely.
Yeah, even-
Explosive.
But we're
Totally.
talking
Explosive.
about conferences. Who cares? We don't sit on this show when it comes to football and talk about the AFC East. We don't talk about the NFC East. We
Right.
don't talk about the NFC West.
Talk about
We
it
don't care
all.
about the conference. We talk about the Philadelphia Eagles, the Dallas Cowboys,
Right.
the Atlanta
Kansas City
Falcons,
Chiefs.
the Saints. I mean, we're in the South. We could keep going. I mean, there's not too many teams down here, but the Baltimore Ravens. Who cares about their conference? We're talking about the teams, bro. If the SEC would have sat down a couple times this year, and instead of waiting till fucking 3:30 to watch their team and turned on their TV at 12 o'clock and watch sports and learn sports
Yeah.
like people that are supposed
see.
to when you're watching sports,
see it.
maybe you could have watched Michigan a couple times and see how nasty their team is. If they go in and get blown out in the Rose Bowl, whatever. I'm talking shit. But, dude, I've watched this team a couple times. I was in the airport watching the game. Dude, Michigan dominates people.
The SEC is calling Washington this year's TCU.
Exactly. I seen it on social
Have
media.
you watched them play at
crazy.
all, bro?
No, they haven't.
That is nuts.
They
Michael
won't turn on
Penix-
a West Coast game.
And the teams that they've played. That's what's
God.
crazy. The teams Washington's played and gone in and just.
Michael Penix did not win the Heisman because Jaden Daniels was still playing in the fourth quarter against Georgia State, against Army, padding his stats.
Padding his stats. That's
getting
what-
6 touchdowns
Should have
against
been
Georgia.
on the
You know
bench.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Should have been on the bench after halftime.
You got people complaining that
Garbage.
SEC fans complaining that Marvin Harrison Jr., the best player in the nation by far,
By far.
talent-wise,
He just didn't
By
have a good
far.
quarterback this year.
By
Let's just
far.
say.
won the
By far.
Biletnikoff over Malik Neighbors from LSU.
Dude, he didn't have a good quarterback like he had the year before, too. Can you imagine?
Do you know what this dude did
Yeah, he's
with
nasty,
a
With a busted
first year
quarterback.
starter?
Yeah, with a busted quarterback.
And I never trusted your quarterback this year. It's just,
No.
when I
Nobody
started
did.
watching him, I'm like,
Nobody trusted
"Eh."
their quarterback. But dude, he made plays happen.
It's just- man, it's
Marvin
just-
Harris Jr. Dude, he makes plays happen. Explosive.
Like, come on,
Explosive.
man.
Richard Twist. College football sucks.
Yeah, Rick Twist,
I know,
man. I'm
Rick
so
Twist, I feel
sorry
bad.
for
Die
him,
hard,
man.
Die hard Florida State fan.
My cousin, Caleb,
Robbed.
FSU.
Robbed.
You
Yeah.
know,
They got
that's
robbed.
bull, dude.
Listen, I look at it like the Heisman Trophy winners, whatever, dude. They don't do shooting to get in NFL anyway. So when you get to big
Half of
boy
them don't.
level, big boy money, you don't do nothing anyway.
Right.
You know what I mean? You really never do. Give me a Heisman quarterback that's good right now. Give him to me. You can't even think about it. Who? Devontae Smith.
I was gonna say
he's
Burrow,
not
but Burrow
really.
wasn't a Heisman Trophy winner.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a good quarterback.
He's not there.
But
He
he's
hasn't won a
out.
Super
He's hurt.
Bowl. He's
Yeah,
out.
he's hurt, yeah.
What has
He's
he
out.
done? Has he won an MVP? No. Has he won a Super Bowl? No. Has Patrick Mahomes? Yeah, he played for Texas Tech, dog.
But he didn't.
Aaron
he wasn't
Rodgers
a
played
Heisman
for
winner.
Cal.
Yeah.
You know, we're talking about Hall of Fame quarterbacks. Peyton Manning, Tennessee, he never won a Heisman. Never. Didn't even win an SEC championship.
No,
Going
Brock
out in his
Purdy.
senior year.
Brock Purdy, dude.
Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant.
Oh, Purdy Murdy.
Out there destroying the Eagles.
Oh, dude, I got that on here too.
Wearing them
Balloon
out.
them out.
Destroyed them.
So we'll move on. Whatever.
They
Big
don't
10
stupid.
SEC. I don't want to hear it next year. Let's go 12. Let's play it out. I'm excited for next year. You know, between me and you, I know I'm going to ask you guys. You don't have to answer whatever. Who wins it all this year? I got Michigan. They're winning it all. Who do you got?
Honestly, like I said, I think the way that the format
That's fine.
is laid out, I believe Alabama's going to beat Michigan this year. I believe Texas is going to beat Washington this year.
Scripted, you mean?
To me, I believe the
I
way that
get it.
way that they rolled this out
Yeah.
and how they put it out there, I'm a firm believer that Saban cannot make it. He's made so much revenue for college football over the years with bringing in so much hype and all that. I believe this is their way of paying him back. He's going to walk out a winner. He hasn't been a champion in a few years. He's going to walk out a winner, and he retires after this year. I think Alabama wins it all this year.
What about you?
Washington.
You still are on Washington.
Oh, well, no, Washington
He's
should
been
be
on Washington.
Washington should be one of the teams that should win it. But to me, I believe the way that this all happened, it's
You really
freaking
think
scripted.
Washington could beat Michigan?
Yeah.
What? You're smoking.
Dude, I believe that Michael Penix, dude, he's been battle tested so
Oh, dude, he was
many
in the Big Ten too, getting
times.
hurt all the time.
So
and then transferred to
many
Washington.
times this year,
Oh,
battle
Washington's
tested,
the
tight
truth.
games, and that's what
Washington
it
is the
takes.
truth.
That's what it takes. And
Okay.
I mean, Michigan, other than us, hasn't been tested this year. Bama, I just think they'll end up making some idiotic mistakes. Jalen Milroe gonna try to wheel his team and fumble the ball or something, throw a crucial.
So you think
interception.
Alabama beats Michigan?
I don't think that. I mean, that game's hard to call, man. I don't want. I don't want to say UM wins, but I think they win. I think they win that game.
Good.
I think
Get the
it's
monkey
gonna
off
be
of his back.
Washington UM, and
Damn.
Washington wins it.
All right. That'll be fun. Pac-12 finally gets
I-
one before they ride out. What about that sunset ride out?
Texas
For the
is-
That's a
Pac-12?
good sunset
Come
right
on,
out.
man.
Texas's defense is stout, but like I said, man, dude, that kid Michael Penny, dude, he's just upperclassman. He's got experience. He's got heart, man. That kid's got heart.
He's gonna bat. He's
He's
battle
got,
tested.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
his family's there every game. His mama and grandmama, dude, and like after every, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're there. You can see it. And
Let's
like,
go.
he's got passion.
We're pumped.
Man.
I'm ready for this. Let's
He's
go.
got passion.
Let's
I
go.
mean, I wouldn't want to run up against Jalen Milroe though, man. He's a tank. Dude, he would break every bone in my body, dude.
For real. We're gonna put college football to rest till the next time
Yes.
you see us.
I'm gonna put
Yes.
you to rest,
And we're
Brad
gonna
Henson.
hey, let him keep going, man. They don't
Richard
understand.
Twist.
They don't understand things.
Richard Twist. Does Bo Nix come back for an 11th
Whew,
season?
no.
And finally
No.
lead
No,
Oregon
because
to
dude
the
from
promised
Dylan
land?
Gabriel,
Dude,
he's
yeah,
done transferred. He's,
from Oklahoma to Oregon. He's out, man.
dude, and that's over
the transfer
three
portal just exploded.
over
Exploded.
3,000 players are in the transfer.
Yes, I love
That's
it.
crazy.
I love it,
And
dude.
whatever happened to the one transfer and you're done?
You can't. They took it away because NIL. If you're not going to play me, I'm going to go play and make money.
They're
They
saying
should be
my
able to do it.
quarterback's going to Miami.
Huh?
They're
Yeah.
saying my quarterback's going to Miami.
Really?
Yeah.
They say the
They're saying
quarterback
Washington
from
State's coming
to
in
you.
to
Yeah.
us.
Yeah. You need more mobile, run around quarterback with your receivers, dude.
That's
I don't
crazy.
sit
Crazy.
back.
Dude,
and
They're talking about-
I'm telling you, they're getting with the way that the system's going next year and all that, and the NIL blowing up the way it is, the transfer portal, they're getting these boys totally ready for the NFL.
Don't-
They talking
don't
about
be
Georgia's
surprised.
It's like a
quarterback
mirror.
going too.
It's like a mirror. It's
Don't
it's
don't be
gonna mirror the
surprised if
NFL.
Marvin Harrison Jr. comes back next year.
Oh yeah, because NIL
25
money.
Yeah, 'cause-
million.
Oh yeah, dude, that's way
25
that's good
mil
money,
for him to come
dude,
back.
for 1 year. That's
Him
way
and our running
amazing.
back.
Get a Heisman.
I would too.
Beat Michigan. Big Ten championship. Those three
You know,
hasn't done
well,
yet.
Like you
That's
said,
what they're
well,
talking about.
And you know how much money comes with getting the Heisman too? All the endorsements, all the contract.
Ask Tim Tebow. He's still living.
They talking
off
about
I know,
they talking
he
about
is.
Georgia's quarterback might be hitting the transfer portal because they're losing both their running backs. They're losing Brock Bowers. They're losing Ladd McConkey. They're losing their whole.
Let's
like,
go next year.
offense.
Let's go next.
Because it's finally the system is to
I
my
love
thing.
what
It's
he's-
fixed to my likings.
I
It's
love-
fixed.
I love what he said because I never thought about it like the NFC, AFC.
Yeah,
like
it's
them
coming.
doing that, like the two.
They don't have
like,
a choice.
It was like right there in front of my eyes. Them talking about
They
it,
don't
the way
have it- they
they're
don't have a
structuring the
choice.
playoff. That's what they're gonna do.
Yeah, they don't have a choice.
That's what they're gonna do.
Pac-12 will be back. They'll just be on the West Coast in a division.
In a division.
But they're going to be in a big. They can't call it the Big Ten unless there's 10 divisions. You know what I'm saying? It may
Big
be the
Four.
big.
Big
the Big
Four.
Four
Yeah, the
versus
Big
the
Four.
SEC Four.
Yeah, the SEC.
And then you have a
Yeah.
college football
Marauders.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like you should normally. Because you know what? Yesterday, before we get into the NFL and stuff, I know I'm taking up a lot of time, but we needed
It's
to talk
okay,
about this.
dude. This is needs to be
You know,
talked
Army
about.
Navy game, and before that,
Love
you
that
got the FCS playoff system. It's great.
Yeah.
They've been battling since the weekend after Thanksgiving. South Dakota State.
South Dakota
Good fun
State,
stuff,
yeah.
dude. Explosive stuff.
You know, defending champs. They just went out and beat Villanova.
Yeah, I was watching that game.
Yeah, I was watching it. And
Like
dude's
30
mad
mile per
running
hour
backs.
winds.
Good.
Yeah.
He's
Cold.
good.
They're playing at home, cold. Like you get these teams in, you got to go to their house and play in postseason games. It's like the NFL. Nobody wins in Lambeau in the playoffs except Michael Vick.
Right.
You know what I'm
Only
saying? Like, come on, man.
The only one.
He was like the only one. There may have been a couple after that, but come on, you know that because Aaron Rodgers fucking flaked. But it was a long time. Michael
Flaked.
Vick was like the first
Right.
to do it. It's cold. Yeah, come on, SEC. Come back up north and play playoff games in Ohio State when it's snowing,
Right.
when it's
Yeah,
windy.
that ain't gonna happen.
Let's go. Let's go. It's coming.
Dude, they would fold.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Get the thing right. It's going. Let's move on,
All right.
man.
Yes, sir.
You guys sure? I'm pumped.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So our fans
Let me
pumped?
get one more thing. No.
Okay, get in, get in,
Fans
get
are
in.
hype.
Question to ask our fans and make a
Brad?
comment.
Yes.
Does next year fix the college football system? That's just a question I'm putting out there. Does the 12-team playoff fix the college football system? And I'll leave it at that. Y'all can comment and we'll look at them and chime back because we got to keep it moving, man, because we
See
sucked
what
up a lot of
Brad
time.
Hansen said.
Brad loves going in on us. Listen, let's get into the NFL real
We don't
quick.
talk about Yater's mom, bro.
Damn, here we go. The Atlanta Falcons are 6-6 on the season, have won 2 straight, beating the Saints 24-15 and the New York Jets last week 13-8. They played the Tampa Bay Bucks today. The Tennessee Titans are 4-8 on the season. They lost to the Colts last week 31-28. They will play the Miami Dolphins tomorrow night on Monday Night Football at 8 p.m. Chicago Bears are 4-8 on the season. They beat the Vikings last week 12-10. These are like baseball scores, man. They play the Detroit Lions yet again today at 1 p.m. Last time we were on the show, they were playing the Lions. Look on the schedule and make sure I didn't make a mistake. It was like Lions, 1 loss, Lions again. I was like, damn, that was a quick turnaround
Right.
in the division. This is a good one. The Philadelphia Eagles are now 10-2, and the 49ers are now 9-3 on the season. They played each other last week. The Niners blew the Eagles out 42-19. Your thoughts on the NFL? Congratulations before you guys get it to the Atlanta Falcons. You're in first place. You're 6-6. Your quarterback is managing the game as of right now. You guys got some things going here. You got to beat the Bucks today to continue on. You got a good chance of making the postseason this year with a non-quarterback team, in my opinion, but he's managing in the game.
All you need is a shot.
Yeah, I think the Falcons have become the Falcons. So
Yeah.
I think they actually absolutely have a chance against the Bucks today, unless of course Evans catches the ball in the end zone.
Oh, dude,
like
Mike
he
Evans
does,
is
dude.
nasty.
He's freaking nasty
Who
again
is-
this year.
This
dude.
dude is
10
putting up
years
numbers
in a
this
Dude,
year.
he's
row.
putting up
Money.
record. Dude, he's putting up. Yes,
It's
it's
his
a contract
contract
year,
year,
dude. He's
yeah.
putting up record numbers.
Someone's going to pay for him
Him
next
and
year.
Mayfield are like. He's like
10
Evans is like.
years in.
Evans is like this. He's like, dude, Mayfield, this is your first year here. I can make you look good. All you got to do is make me look good. And they've agreed to
Dude,
do it, dude. And it's
nasty.
crazy.
Nasty.
I did not see that
My
coming
boy.
from Mike Evans, dude. Anybody would have been like, okay, first round, I'm taking
That's like
Evans.
Allen. Everybody said when I
Yes,
drafted
they're
Allen,
like,
oh,
he's
he's
done.
old. He's like one of the best receivers in NFL
He really
this year.
is.
Dude, they
Because
gotta-
both of them are. Evans and him are both great this
Listen, the
year.
last time the Falcons played Tampa Bay, they didn't have Bijan.
They didn't. He was sick. he
So,
was on the
he's
sideline
coming.
sick.
He'll be
The flu.
playing this game.
He's coming.
He'll be playing this game.
He's coming.
I think the Falcons take this game.
You think they beat the Bucks?
I think they do.
Where's
I just
What's the
think
score?
I just think that Baker's so suspect.
Yeah, I know. He's
If
I don't
Baker
trust
just
him.
really is.
the thing about playing them is put them to bed. Put them to bed because they hang around.
They
and
do.
if you leave them within
like 10
distance,
points,
40
yeah.
yard
10
yard
points or
boom.
something.
they can get you.
Yeah, they
40
get you.
yard
Because
launch,
Mike Evans
and
could
it's
have an
over.
80-yard
Yes.
catch.
That dude will catch the
And
football.
it's over.
Dude, he could be double covered, jump up, and come
Yeah.
down with the football on the 2-yard line, and then it's over.
They just need smart quarterback play today. the
From
Falcons.
yeah,
No silly, they had it. I think goal to go from the 1 last time, like a couple times, and Ritter fumbled it or something. A couple times.
Silly mistakes.
They need that under control.
Penalties.
Turnovers will be the deciding factor in this game, in my opinion.
the NFL is hurting this year on quarterback play because everybody's hurt.
Yeah,
Like they've been
everybody's
talking
hurt.
about it. they were saying some of the games that are being played today of like, it's a joke, but not a joke. I don't want to say it's a joke. They were basically saying that like, oh my God, this week's matchup are like Minshew versus whoever. It's all backups versus backups.
Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
Dude,
Joe
we saw
Flacco.
that. I looked over at Yater and said, dude, he said, they've got Flacco. I said, dude, he hasn't been relevant in 15 years. I
'Cause
said,
of all
what
the
is he still? I
injuries.
didn't even know he was still.
Think about
on
it.
the
Rodgers
rosters
goes
anywhere.
down. Burrow's out. Richardson goes down.
Yeah.
Mr. Michael McFadden has said the Falcons' defense has not given up a touchdown in 2 games.
Damn.
That's pretty good.
You know, I'm going to go ahead and say this because I know I talk shit about, college football and have you turned on Michigan. I'm a Red Zone guy channel, so it just goes back and forth because of fantasy football. Fantasy football has ruined my NFL career.
Of course, it does with
Not
everybody.
that I played, but as a
It does
fan.
it with
My
everybody.
career.
Yeah, my career as a fan because
Yeah.
they're like, who do you like? I'm like, I'm not even fucking talking about that because I just
Root for players.
I root for players today because I'm in a lot of fantasy leagues. I mean, not that it's it's just that's what I drifted to. Eventually, my son will grow up. Hopefully, he'll like the Falcons. Maybe I'll ride with him. You know what I'm saying? Because I want him to be homegrown because
Homegrown, yeah.
he gets to see his teams and enjoy it. If you get outside of that, dude, you're like, oh, I love the Yankees. When's the last time you went and watched the play? Oh,
Never.
fuck, I had to drive to Tampa to go watch them for 6 hours, which was
Right.
cool, but it's not like I've been to more Braves games so far than I have Yankees games, in a long time. It's
Yeah.
like, God damn,
Yep.
dude. But I haven't really watched the Falcons full game yet this year. I think maybe, and they're local. Maybe I need to. Instead of turning on channel
start getting-
799, I need to turn on Fox 5.
Seriously.
You know what I'm saying? And watch the Falcons on
No,
Fox.
seriously, yeah, because like you said, eventually you're going to take your son to Falcons.
Yeah, let him worry about it. I'm just saying this year, watch them because are they really? Because you saying that they haven't allowed a defense to score in the last 2 games. I mean, I could look at the stats. I mean, is their defense really stout? Because I'll watch your Sunday night, Monday night football, so I've seen these teams.
It's whose defense style?
The Falcons.
Like, they're decent.
The Falcons'
They're
defense
decent.
is. I think the Falcons' defense. They still don't have a good pass rush, but outside
They never
of that,
have. They've been looking for
they
that
never
for
have.
years.
For years.
They got
For
good
years.
DBs. They got good
Yes.
DBs.
Good CBs,
Yeah.
safeties. Yeah,
Okay.
they could definitely beat Tampa Bay today for sure.
Okay.
They can definitely beat them, and they can solidify their spot on top.
So let's talk about the Eagles and Niners then, because do we really want to talk about the Titans, Bears? Because you guys,
Nah, Titans are
we're looking at
trash.
draft picks
Bears
here.
are-
Titans
I mean, I'm
trash.
just being honest.
Justin
it's cool.
Fields is no longer going to
He's
be
out of there. They're
going to
get another quarterback
because
because you're getting the number 1 pick.
But
and he's
anywhere
out of it.
Justin Fields goes, he's going to be successful. You guys can.
Going to the
We've all seen that.
Falcons.
That would be good. That would be good. He would be the perfect fit for the Falcons
Why?
because he's mobile. If they actually let him run the damn football, and you can see he can air it out.
We'll get broke.
What if the Bears took Harrison Jr. #1 if he went
Oh
if he
my
went pro?
gosh, then that would be a freaking game changer.
I would see Daniel if.
Dude,
I know the
DJ
NFL
Moore-
ain't over yet. And we're not
DJ
talking about the
Moore
draft,
and-
but if I was their general manager,
That's where
I'm
go.
going after him and keeping
Yes.
Fields, and I'm firing my coach.
Firing
yet
the head
again.
coach, getting Harbaugh,
DJ Moore.
you got DJ Moore,
Harrison.
Harrison Jr., you got freaking Justin Fields. You put Harbaugh there. Tell me that scheme doesn't work. And the running backs.
I don't want Harbaugh anywhere near my Buckeyes. Keep his ass.
Okay.
Send him.
Some people said he's not leaving Michigan. He's working on an extension right now. I saw it
Oh,
this
okay.
morning, but we'll see.
Send him to
I didn't
Henson's
But if they keep
mom.
messing with him with all this
My
dumb,
bad.
Yeah.
retarded shit,
He said,
he's
"Keep
gonna
away
leave.
from my Buckeyes."
Keep
So let's
away
talk
from my
about the
Buckeyes,
Eagles and
man.
Niners last week.
Gosh,
That was an embarrassment.
that was an embarrassment.
Someone asked me about this from back home, They were like, so what do you think about that game or whatever? I said, and my comment on that was, the Birds will be ready the next time they see the Niners. That's just my simple answer. They'll be
Dude,
ready.
I mean, just my opinion, man. The moves the Niners made on defense is the difference in that, dude.
Dude, they got
Well,
Chase
well,
Young,
not only that,
dude.
but
How do you add Chase Young to your mix? How does Washington allow
Two Buckeyes on
No,
the
I'm saying
edge.
listen
Chase
to these
Young,
trades.
Bosa.
McCaffrey, the first time they traded for him, they gave him a grade C. What? And then Chase Young, they just get him from Washington. I'm like, yo, their defense is nasty.
what's crazy
Bro.
is San Francisco did everything they had to do. Their defense looked nasty, and their
Oh my
offense looked
God.
nasty.
Purdy's
in that game.
beast.
He is, man.
Dude,
He's
Purdy's
the
clutch. No,
MVP.
Purdy's clutch.
He's the MVP.
Purdy is
That
clutch.
defensive line for
Dude.
the Eagles.
Hats
is
off to
clutch.
Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant.
Dude, he's clutch.
That's what happens in NFL, man.
The dudes, like you said, Mr. Irrelevance become.
Doesn't
the
matter.
dudes.
Like Tom Brady did it. They mature and it's
Right
something.
now, the
game's
Falcons are #4, dude.
What do you mean?
Go if we stopped and went into the playoffs right now, Falcons are number 4.
Oh, shut up. You know what they did? They
You
did
let-
this. You know, they did
I
this.
can't
They
stand
did this. You know
you.
who they
I
did?
can't stand
They
you.
had, who did they have? They had the Eagles, Niners. They did this because they were making a joke about it, and the analysts did it for the
CFP?
NFL. Yeah, they do it every year after this shit show that happens, and we're all arguing about it. I think they had the Niners, Eagles in.
The Lions.
Someone was left out. You were blown. Kansas City was out.
Well, are you talking about NFC?
Yeah, no, it was just top 4, dude. It didn't matter what conference.
Oh.
They
Oh,
did
top
college
4.
football. College, the top 4 teams in NFL. Kansas City was out, man.
Kansas City was booted.
I think it was like the Birds, the Niners. It wasn't even the Lions were out too. I think it was.
Cowboys?
Yes, it was the Cowboys.
And the
Cowboys
Dolphins?
were in.
No, the Dolphins were out too.
What?
No.
It was the Cowboys.
The Bills.
And,
The Bills.
No,
the
they're
Bills
6 and
suck.
Oh, the
6.
Bills.
It's
Oh,
so
yeah,
fucking
they are.
horrible. It was somebody else up there. Was it the Ravens? It may have been the Ravens.
Might have been the Ravens.
I don't see how you keep the Dolphins out of that.
They-
They score 1 million
That's
points a
crap.
They
game.
Million.
did it. The analysts did it. And this is what they came up with. I was like, this is how bad
They're making fun
college
of it.
football
Yes.
is. This is how bad. Because how
See,
do
we
you
found
need the
a
Dolphins?
way. We found a way to get back to it
Dude.
again
How do you leave
because
Kansas
it's a trash
City
can.
out?
Because it's a trash
I know they
can.
just lost. They're licking their wounds because of the loss, but dude, Buffalo's got to come in and play them this week. They're done.
Yeah.
Buffalo's trash.
Man, I don't know how you leave Miami out of the top 4.
That's crazy.
Miami's gonna get
Like you said,
crushed when they get into that
score
cold weather and
silly.
that defense, dude. You know they can't
That's-
play
that-
against good defenses, dude. Come on. They start getting smacked.
Every
at
time,
home.
every time they have went up against a
Come on,
stout
dude.
defense, they
Come
do
on,
nothing.
dude.
They got home field advantage right now.
They do because they're not. No, the Baltimore's number 1 seed right now.
But I'm saying first round.
Oh yeah, first round and
Second
round.
Yeah, till they get
Yeah,
these. Yeah,
you're
true.
right.
Which is gonna be warm.
Right.
Dan
gonna be
Marino's
warm.
problem, he was always playing in Buffalo. That's why he never
Always
got
had
a
to
ring.
play in Buffalo.
Remember?
Yeah. Thurman
Always had to
Thomas,
play
dude.
Buffalo.
Thurman Thomas.
Yeah.
And he was just like, what the
Who's
hell?
your top 4 in the NFL right now? CFP.
That's hard, man.
Come on,
is
spit it
hard.
out. That's easy, man.
Top 4?
Top 4 right now. They make the postseason like trash can. college
Cowboys,
Niners.
Niners.
No, I got Niners number 1.
football. Okay, who's
one.
number
Number
2?
1.
I
Number
got
2.
Cowboys number 1.
Number
What
2.
the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Number 2. I still
seen
take
that,
the
dude?
Eagles.
Dude, I can't stand this.
I still take the Eagles number
I
2.
can't stand
Huh?
them either.
I take the Eagles number 2.
Okay, thank you. You're
Niners.
being realistic.
Eagles.
Eagles. beat
Damn,
the
it's
Cowboys
hard,
by
man.
like
That is
1
hard
amount.
to leave because somebody's getting left out because I'm big
know.
on the Dolphins right now.
Florida State
Ravens-
got left out because people in a room like me and you are debating this because we're saying someone's better than someone and they don't play each other. I'm done. Mic drop.
Wait,
Look
hey,
at this shit.
Ravens,
I
Lions.
lost my paper. I need yours.
I'm going Lions number 4, dude. The Dolphins get left out.
What time is
I'm
it?
going Cowboys, Niners, Eagles.
Cowboys number 1?
That's what I said. The Eagles done stomped them out and they played them again, I think, this week.
Yeah, in Dallas.
In Dallas.
Tonight. They
So-
played a night
Yeah,
game.
Niners going to blow them out. Or the
So-
Eagles are going to blow them out.
To me, dude. have
He's
you-
he's an American team's boy for some reason. Slick wants to be a Cowboys.
You.
I can't
Fuck
stand
you.
him, by the
I
way.
got Notre
you,
Dame number
asshole.
I'm
1.
sorry. I just don't like the
Such a
Cowboys.
Hey,
bro.
Notre
I
Dame.
just don't like
Notre
I
the
don't
Dame.
like the Cowboys either.
Go ahead.
Loves Dak Prescott. Had him
Top-
I do
top
like
4.
7 years in
I do
fantasy
like, I do
football.
like that.
Top 4 NFL teams.
Shoot it right now.
Number
Cowboys,
1's Notre Dame.
Niners. Yeah, number 1 is Notre Dame.
Right.
Number 1 is the Bears, of course. They are number 1. Not Bears.
I
No.
love you. I love you.
The Cowboys.
Yeah.
The Niners.
Uh-huh.
The Eagles.
All right.
The Chiefs.
All right. He's going with Mahomes. Mahomes got a
Mahomes
ring.
will always come
Me?
in the clutch.
Eagles still number 1 to me, man. Still, they're going to be all right next time they see him. Niners, Ravens, and the Dolphins. Top 4 teams.
Yo, since y'all want to continue to shit on my Falcons, right?
I didn't shit on
Let's
your
talk about
Falcons.
this defense.
We had
I
21
thought it was
Nah,
gonna
I
ask you.
got it. I got it.
Oh, you got
I got it. Yep,
There
yep.
you go,
So,
there you go.
so last year we had 21 sacks total.
Okay.
This year we are first in red zone defense.
Damn.
We are second and third down defense. We are 10th overall in defense, and we currently have 33 sacks this year.
But Mike,
Compared to
you
last year, the
do-
whole year.
Yeah.
I need to watch the Falcons.
I know, but dude, you
I'm
remember
going
the
home
last,
today and I'm
listen,
watching the
remember the
Falcons
last
game.
time you guys had a defense that nasty? You went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but it didn't have the offense to go behind
But you-
it.
yeah.
I know.
McFadden just came in and spit
Shut it down.
straight stats.
And you know what?
All of that.
Thank you, because I'm going to watch the Falcons game.
I gotta say this though. You're playing. Listen,
He's doing
Mike hit y'all
CBS
straight
today.
facts, but you gotta remember, y'all are playing Goliath like the Panthers. like the Saints.
Oh, come on, dude. It's the NFL any given Sunday.
Any given
Bryce
Sunday.
Young.
Yeah.
He's
Alabama.
an SEC man.
He sucks. Hold on, I got to do side notes since we took up too much time. We'll be back soon. You know, the holidays are coming up and stuff like that. We're just running out of time. Fantasy football, real quick. Daniel Yater is 7-6 on his season. That's clinched a playoff spot. Woo! SEC, baby, fantasy.
I've also clinched Henson's mom.
Hey,
Oh,
hey, Jesse Rollins is 5-8
I'm
on his
fighting.
season. If he
I'm
wins,
fighting. He's in.
Dennis Hoffman 7-6 on his
He's
season.
in,
That's clinched the
clinched.
playoff slot. Big Ten, baby.
Let's go.
Right?
Let's go.
MLB news. We'll talk about this more next time we're on the show. The New York Yankees traded for Soto and Alex, whatever, Vertigo, whatever.
Verdugo.
Atlanta
Verdugo.
Verdugo.
Hey, the Los Angeles Lakers has signed Ohtani to a record-breaking deal.
He said the
10
Los Angeles
years.
Lakers.
He said the Lakers.
Ohtani plays for the Lakers, folks.
Fucking love Dennis fucking Hoffman. Now, in breaking news, Shohei Ohtani has signed with the Lakers. Him and fucking LeBron James will win the World
Listen,
Championship.
I did it on purpose. Go fuck yourself, San Diego.
San Diego. Fucking Anchor Man. I fucking love it. We'll see you guys
Later,
here later.
deuces.
Woo!